Hi, Xavier.
Hey Pat,
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. So, we are here today to talk about Black History Month. We're
Yep.
representing POCA,
Yep.
People of Color and Allies.
hmm
It's the new BRG, and we are very excited to be here today. We are the first set of, you know what a TED Talk is, but this is Black History Talk today. Okay? We're doing that.
Cool.
So, first of all, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. So my name is Xavier Owens. I am the field sales rep for Northwestern California in the Bay Area for LiftMaster. I've been with the company for almost 4 years now, I think, and been out here for just under 3 years.
Awesome. I am Pat Stanciel. I have been with the company for 23 years. I started off in Marcom, which was advertising at the time. I worked actually on both retail and professional, more so professional. I've worked with channel operations and will now be moving over into sales as a senior program coordinator.
Cool.
So that is my background.
Sweet. So let's get right into it.
Let's
Uh,
go.
what is the importance of Black History Month to you, and what does it represent?
All right. So, I mean, I could go on for days with that, but I'm going to be try to be very succinct and give you a nice, clean answer.
Thank you.
So, Black History Month is extremely important to me. It represents an acknowledgement of the contributions the Blacks that have made into the world. It's a time to pause, to reflect, to remember important events in history of a movement of people that have helped to create the world we live in today.
Mhm.
Um, the one thing I have to say that I always wondered about Black History Month was why was it February? Why is it the shortest month of the year? And I know that sometime in childhood and school that was taught to me, but I had to go back and look at it so that if anyone asked me or if anyone brought it up, I could actually give them a valid answer. So I wanted to share this with everyone. Originally, once the idea to celebrate African American achievements was born in 1915 by historian Carter C. Woodson, he and other members of his group chose the second week of February as the Negro History Week. It was first celebrated at that time back in 1926. At that time, it was symbolic because it was the same week the birthdays for former President Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass, who was an escaped slave and a prominent abolitionist movement activist. Then in 1960s, the late 1960s, the week evolved into an entire month. I'll say a number of mayors then adopted it as a celebration as a municipal event. And then finally in 1976, President Gerald Ford decreed it a national observance where we are today, and we celebrate February as Black History Month. So now I don't have to wonder like exactly why it's the shortest month. It wasn't intentional. That's how it started.
Yeah.
But it's important. It's still very important to me. I think it means something different to different people based on the generation,
hmm
and it's evolved into to something very different than it is today. But it's something that we should celebrate, continue to celebrate fully, and I'm glad that we are taking a step now to celebrate it at Chamberlain.
Yeah. Yeah. It's great.
So that is it for me. Let's go to a question for you.
Sure.
Okay. What does it mean to be a Black man? That's a loaded question. Let's go.
Yeah. I think for me, there is a profound sense of pride that comes with that, um, as well as, a pretty substantial fear that comes with it. The pride comes from being able to contribute and celebrate to, the culture and just all the accomplishments and challenges and struggle that we've had to overcome. Um, and to be able to share that with people too. I look forward to someday having a family and being able to share like the history with my kids, right?
Right.
To be able to partake in that history today, over the course of summer with some of the things that we witnessed and, going out and protesting peacefully. And, just making known that the things that we're witnessing in terms of the racial injustice against Black people is not okay. Um, so that's part of the pride, right? Like,
Mhm.
it is really, I don't know if gratifying is the right word, but it's everything that happened over the summer and the way that people responded to it was really, um, yeah, I don't, yeah, gratifying is probably not the right word, but it felt encouraging in a way, in
It
spite
did.
of all the stuff that happened. So that's kind of the pride side. The other side of that, though, is you're aware that you're looked at and judged to be this thing that you may not necessarily be just because of the color of your skin or the way you wear your hair or however, right? Like I know if I come out in a do-rag and a chain or
Right.
braids, like somebody's gonna be looking at me like a thug. And it's like,
Exactly.
if that's the qualification for a thug, I have more questions for you
Right.
than, I have about myself. So and I know growing up, it's always keep your hair short and gotta be clean cut. You have to look like Tiger, right?
Right.
Well,
Right.
Tiger MJ, so it's nice to kind of see that changing a little bit.
It is.
But still there is the awareness that, you know, if I come off a certain way, not even if I come off a certain way, if I'm perceived a certain
You
way
see?
just for, just by existing, however I may be in any given moment, that could be perceived as a threat to somebody for no other reason than whatever, stuff that they have inside their hearts and heads about
Right.
me. Um, so yeah, you try to change things, but then I think there's also like a sense of responsibility to pay it forward in a way for the people who've kind of like set the stage for us to do what we're able to do today, and to try to make things better for the next generation of folks.
No, I totally agree. That's perfect. Yeah, things have changed, but we still have a long way to go.
Yeah, yeah.
So
How
I
are we on time?
I think we only have about a minute left. So that was our talk. That was our
Thanks for
conversation.
listening in, folks.
Yeah, we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah,
What I would like to say is if you have any interest in polka, if you're interested in joining and learning more about us, send us an email at polka@chamberlain.com. Um, I think that's all I really have. Would
yeah.
you like to end up with anything else?
Um, nope. Let's nope. Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Thanks a lot, everyone. We'll hope to see you soon.
Bye.
Oh, happy Black History Month.
Yeah, happy Black History Month.